Yo, yo, yo. It's Taylor again with Coding for Tacos. I hope you are having a super day today. It's Friday today, which I'm very happy about. I am feeling a little tired, but I'm going to make the video anyway because I'm trying to get into the habit of making videos that will hopefully help people. And I'm learning all the time, that being a good web developer is really about developing healthy habits. If you can develop healthy habits and stick with them, wow, you're way ahead of the game. Today, we're talking about how to get WampServer or Wamp set up on your Windows computer so you can do local WordPress development on your computer. The last video was how to set up local by Flywheel, which is also an excellent option for both Windows and Mac. Flywheel is WordPress only, but with Wamp, you'll be able to run any, PHP application or PHP website on your local server. So you can use it to develop Laravel, for example, but in this case, we're talking about WordPress. So let's go ahead and get started and get a local copy of WordPress set up on our computer.
¡Tacos, los tacos de canasta, tacos!
So first thing we need to do is go to the old Google and download Wamp. It's the first one that comes up, WampServer.com. So I'll click on that. Let's check it out. Start using WampServer. Okay. So here we go. Click on whatever you need for it based on your computer. And here we go. It says it's free, blah, blah, blah. Download directly. So we can download it here from SourceForge. And my download will start now. All right, we're very close. Okay, so that's downloaded, right? So I'll just click on it like I would to install any other program. So I'm opening that up. Here we go. It's taken a second. I don't know why. Okay, yes, I want to install English. I accept. This is where it will be on your computer. For me, this is totally fine. I like working with it this way. Here you can choose PHP. You can always download and install the versions of PHP. I'm going to download PHP, actually all three of them. I would like to have those. We'll go back to Google because we'll need it. Okay. I don't mind this. I'm just going to click yes to get past this. Oops, cancel. No. All right. So now we've completed it and we have WampServer. We could run it if we were developing with PHP, but I'm going to show you now how to set up a local copy of WordPress. And so what we need to do is we need to download WordPress. Here we go. Download WordPress, get WordPress. And you want to get it from wordpress.org. So I'm downloading the latest version. There we go. While it's downloading, I'll show you where all the projects will live for Wamp. So if we go to the hard drive, the C drive here, this is where we told it to install, and it's WAMP64. So I'll click on that, and all the projects will live inside this folder, www. Yep, that's right. So I'm going to go in here and add a new folder, and I'll say like test site, why not? Okay, WordPress is done installing now, which is great. So I'll show that in the folder. I'm sorry, it's not done installing, it's done downloading. Show in folder, and it's right here. So I'll extract that. And this does take a little while just to let the zip folder. I'll see you in a second when it's all done. Okay, so we just downloaded WordPress and I extracted it from the zip folder. Here it is. And so here is the extracted folder, just to show you. Click on that, click here on the WordPress, and this is all the basic WordPress setup. So what I'm going to do is copy all of it. We want to copy this whole folder and I'm going to go back to where the Wamp sites, the Wamp projects live. So over here you go to your C drive, your hard drive, then WAMP64 is where this is where it will be by default, unless you changed it. So then www, and I have my test site here. So I'm going to go and I'm going to paste all the WordPress stuff in. Now in the past, actually yes. So now what we need to do is we need to set up a database for our WordPress website. And let me show you how to do that. The first thing that we want to do is we want to get WampServer running. So here's WampServer. I'll run it as administrator. It'll start. There we go. So when this little icon here is green, that means that it's running just fine. So I'll right click on it, normal click, and here we have these options: start all services, restart. Here is the Apache server, MariaDB, the database, and PHP. You can change some of the settings here. You can change what version of PHP you're using. You really should be using at least PHP 7. All right, so we can actually click here to go to PHP My Admin. Oh, right, we said, I told it was okay to use Internet Explorer when I installed it. That's not okay. By default, PHP My Admin will have the root username and the password will be nothing. It will be blank. So we can click go. And here we are. What we want to do is we want to create a new database. Don't worry, sounds scary, but this is very easy. So I'm going to put test site again, just so it's, or I'll just say test DB, we'll say. And these are options depending on the language format that you have. The most common one, let's see how fast I can find it, is UTF-8 General. That's just like the standard one, so I always use that one. Click create. Okay, awesome. So now our database is created. It's called TestDB. Now let's backtrack. Remember we put all this stuff here in the test site folder, or I did at least. So if we can go to localhost test site. It's taking a second. And now we can set up WordPress. This will all come up before you create a database, but it's going to ask us for the information. In the past, actually this is really nice because in the past you had to edit a wp-config.php file with all this information, but now WordPress will do it for you. You just need to know the name of the database. So we said testdb. The username was root, remember the username for PHP My Admin, and the password was blank. So we'll click submit. All right, Sparky, and we can run the installation. So I'll just put test admin 1 2 3 4 5. And I need to confirm the use of a weak password. And add an email, of course. How did I miss that? Okay, now I'm ready to install it. WordPress will install. And that's it, success. Now we can log in. We are now running the site locally. So I've said admin 1 2 3 4 5, right? I log in and boom, here we are. We are now running a local copy of WordPress here, and you can do all the stuff you would normally do on a hosted WordPress site. You can add themes, you can make your own theme and add it and run it and work on it locally. There are a lot of obvious reasons to do this. I'm not going to go through those, but that's how you get WampServer set up and how you can run a local copy of WordPress on your computer. One other thing I'll mention is that if you right-click, we have some settings here, and if you click normally left-click, I think I misspoke earlier, then we can start all these and stop all these. And this is the control panel essentially for Wamp. So everything is in here. Remember that by default, you'll be right here at Wamp 64 www, and that's where you put your project folders. So if I wanted to run a PHP file, I could make a folder, put a file in it with PHP. I call the folder PHP site. I could go here and put PHP site in, and it would run that PHP file for me. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope this helped you out. Please leave a comment below letting me know what you thought. Feel free to tell me what your favorite taco is as well. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. Hope to see you again soon at the channel. Thanks so much. Peace out.